Chuck Etheridge here to briefly talk about how English 4320 is going to run on Blackboard. Remember, we log into Blackboard, all our work is done there. So from the university's homepage, click on Island Online, type in your user ID, which is your first initial and your last name, and your password, Hail Flavius 2012, or whatever your password actually is, and you click on Login. And then you get this screen. Remember, my screen's always going to look different from yours because I'm an instructor, but somewhere you'll find a link to click on for English 4320, and you'll get this. This is the front page. I try to make it as simple as possible. And there's the syllabus if you want to look at that, and there's the video, which I've already sent you the link to, that shows you how to get started and how to use WebCT. But it's going to be organized a week at a time. You click on week 1, and here's what you have to do for this week. Brief introduction. The first task, life in an online course. There's some material to read and be familiar with as well. Then you would go to have a video to look at, and each of these videos is a video of someone who actually works in the nonprofit world talking about some aspect of writing or some role that writing would play. So you click on this video. It's a YouTube video, which I shot, loaded up there, and watch the video and get what you can learn from that video clip as well. Then you go into the tasks. Notice when there's readings, it'll always say the number of readings, because when you click on that, you just see one task at a time. Here, notice it says page 1 of 3, so you want to make sure you click on this article, do the reading, then it identifies the reading from the textbooks that you want to read, and then in this case there's a sample memo. So you would read the sample memo. Then you would have a little bit more about memo writing. Here is another another nonprofit professional talking about writing and how she goes about doing memo writing as well. And then you would have your critique of memo writing. I'll go back there. Notice the question is, does the sample memo we read follow the 5 steps to writing a good memo and the advice given by the reading? Why or why not? Making sure to make specific mention of the 5 tips and the article or the readings. Critique the memo that we've read. So you've got the memo. Might be a good idea to open it up in a separate screen, copy and paste it into a Word document, or maybe just print it out. And so then you would post your critique. So you critique your sample memo, and you've got to critique a sample memo, and you would reply, and you might call this, if your name is Bob or Jane or whatever, Jane's critique of your sample memo, and you would type in your response. I thought it was good because of this. This section does that. This section does that. Well, the 5 tips said to do it this way. This memo doesn't do it. So you would post your critique of your sample memo as well. And then after you've done that, you would want to write your own memo. Now, each week you're going to practice doing some kind of actual memo that or actual writing that you would be doing in the nonprofit world. So you would click on this, and then then you get a wiki format. Some student has already done that. She has written the memo, and of course the instructions there, using the proper formatting. Write a memo to members of your organization, calling them to a meeting next week. I won't read all the instructions out loud, but you would obviously make up a hypothetical organization, and then you would post your memo up there. And basically, you would be done for the week. That's how the course is going to run. And then you go week by week. Now you want to get on early next week, so you begin going. Your first task is going to be critiquing the writing of other people. via wiki as well. So basically, that's how the courses run. You log on to WebCT, you click on the bar for that week, and you do those tasks. You do that, keep on top of it, do your tasks every week, and you'll be fine in the course and get everything done on time. And if you have any questions, please call me, write me, let me know how I can help. And as always, anytime you use a program that you log on to, your most important button is you log out. So we're done with our work for the week. We've posted everything, so we log out. Thanks a lot. You take care, and we'll be seeing you later this week or early next week.